Assalamu alaikum scholars. You are listening to Ziaur Rahman. Scholar, today we have lecture number 51 and it's part 7. Today's lecture is about how to perform the outliers test in SPSS and what is the treatment for the outliers. Scholar, the previous lecture was about the missing value analysis for checking the data normality, how to treat the missing value analysis. So scholars, if you have not subscribed to our channel, you are requested to please subscribe it. If you like our videos, you are requested to please click on like button. Today's session is totally a practical session. So click on analyze, click on descriptive statistics, click on explore. So put your items here. The items on whom you want to check the outliers. Click on statistics, click on outlier. Continue. Click on both statistics and plots. So plots and statistics both are useful, so click on both button. Click OK. So this will show you the result. It's showing that there is 0 missing value. There is 327 valid responses. So then there is a descriptive statistics for all the items. These are the means, then median, then variance, then standard deviation, minimum, maximum, range, skewness, kurtosis. So directly goes towards the, if you have a problem, just like 2 of my items are showing the value of kurtosis for more than plus minus 3. So this is a value of kurtosis and its value is showing more than plus minus 3. So it means that I have some outliers in my dataset and my dataset is not normal. Look at the data outliers. So these are the diagrams for the data outlier. This item is, there is no outlier in that item. So moving towards forward, there is no outlier found in that item as well. Moving towards forward, so there are 8 to 10 outliers are existing in item number 3, and then there are again 10 to 15 outliers existed in item number 4, and then again in the other item there are 10 to 12 outliers. So what can you do? What I have did in my dataset, I have prepared a chart in MS Excel. I put all of my items here at the top, and then I type all the outliers one by one here, that to check that how many times one outlier is repeated. So that is a count for the repetence of the outliers. So this outlier response number 262 is repeated for 39 times, and this outlier response number 291 was repeated for 14th time, and there are 286, it is repeated 13th time. Just like how, what does it mean repeated? So you can see that 288 here, and there are some other responses 263 and 268. Look these outliers in the other items. So 261 is here, 267 is here, 277 is here. Look at the upper. So 188, 272, 270. So that outliers are appearing in more than one items. So you can make this kind of table, and then I have did in my dataset, I have deleted all the outliers, all the responses which have occurred more than 5 times. So more than 5 times I have deleted all that responses. Just for example, the response number 262 is repeated for 39 times. I go into the my variable view. I go into the data view, and then I go in towards the response number 262. Suppose you have a response number 78 which appears more than 5 times, and its response is found as an outlier. So you can simply click at that button and right click and then clear. So this is the serial number 76 and this is the serial number 78. It means that response number 77 I have deleted. Similarly, what other outlier I have found? So what I can do here, I can delete that outlier, that response from my data set. So there is no other treatment. Suppose that there is a 169 number item response, 169 number response which comes as a outlier in a outlier test. So simply I can delete it. There is no other treatment for the outliers. There is only one treatment to delete them. But what a rule behind this? The rule behind this is to delete them one by one. By deleting the one outlier, you can close this window and then you can perform the outlier test again, so that you can found the value of your kurtosis within the values of and other thresholds like skewness, kurtosis within the value of threshold. So by deleting two responses, there is improvement in my kurtosis of this item, which was earlier more than value of 3 point something. So now by deleting only two outliers, the value comes under the threshold value. So that is why I have requested you to please delete your outliers one by one. When your values of kurtosis and skewness comes under the threshold value, you don't need to delete the outliers if existing even your data set is normal. Look at here, there is two outliers existed, but earlier there were more than 10 outliers. I have deleted only two outliers. The effect of that two outliers, I have found here that the 8 outliers are automatically corrected. So this is the reason I am requesting you to please delete the outliers one by one and then check again your test that your values of kurtosis and skewness comes under the threshold value. The value of skewness must be between the value of plus minus 2 and value of kurtosis must be between the value of plus minus 3. If your values come under the threshold value, you can proceed your data for further statistical analysis. Even you have the outliers existed in your data set, that doesn't matter. Existence of outliers doesn't matter if your data set is found normal, that the values of skewness and kurtosis found under the threshold values for all the items. So this is simple for today's lecture. You are requested to please subscribe to our channel. If you like our video, you are requested to please click on like button. Scholars, the next lecture will be about how to use the SPSS tools for adverse items and what is the treatment for the negative questions which you have asked to your respondents while collecting the data. So you are requested to please subscribe to our channel. Shukriya, Allah Hafiz.